Hey, it's James Harrison here. I'm going to give you a video tour of my drum set. I've had a lot of people ask me what I use at Hannah's here in Boise at this house gig, so we're going to take a little quick tour of the drum set. We're going to come over here. Okay, picture may be a little dark. Right now I'm using a Yamaha Recording Custom Series with the cherry wood finish. One of my favorite kits. I like the sound of the wood of this kit, the fat, warm sound, so that's why I use this one a lot. Sometimes I'll actually use the same setup in a Maple Custom, and I also have a Yamaha Tour 9000 series, which is a really old Yamaha with bird shells. That's a kind of a John Bonham type setup. But what I have here today, this is a 22 by 16 kick with the logo head there. I'm a Yamaha endorser, Sabian. Remo, of course, and favorite best sticks in the world, Vader. Sabian. I've got a hole cut in the head for Audix D6 microphone. And anyway, just give you a quick overview of the kit. I'm going to back up. And then I'm going to go behind the kit and kind of give you a quick tour. We're going to start over here on the side. Basically what I have here, this is a 13 by 6 Yamaha Mushioki snare drum. And I have a Remo CS dot head on that. And I'm going to climb up behind the kit. So if the video shakes for a second, now you'll know why. As I sit down and go through here. So here's the Yamaha Mushioki snare. My main snare changes all the time. Right now I have a Yamaha Manu Cache snare. It's a standard 5.5 by 14. Oftentimes I'll use a Paul Lime 6.5 by 14. And actually I change snares all the time. I've got just a whole array of snares I'll put in here. We go to rack 1. This is a 10 by 7.5. Rack 2 is a 12 by 8. Floor 1 is a 14, and I believe that's by 12. And floor 2 is a 16 by 14. And right now I'm using the Remo Ambassador, the vintage Ambassadors. I really like these heads. Next time I'm going to try the Ambassador X, but for right now I've just tried these and I love them. On the kick drum down here, I'm going to shine a light down here, we have the Remo Power Stroke 3 with a pillow inside the drum. I've got the old Yamaha, I believe they're the 800 series double pedals. The double chains, I'm a fan of the chains more so than the direct drives. And then we're going to go back to the left side of the kit and go through. We have Sabian 14-inch fusion hats, AA fusions. And I have my LP jam block there. Up top here we have a Sabian. This is a 18-inch AAX explosion. And then we have the Roctagon. This is a 10-inch AA, a 10-inch hand-hammered splash. I have a Toka tambourine, and there's a little AKG microphone there. Then we're going to go to the cymbal over rack 1. Oh, don't forget my cowbell. It's just a generic cowbell. I found I really like it with my Budweiser sweatband on it. I slide that up and down the bell to get different sounds. If I want it to ring more, I slide it up. If I want it more of a dead cowbell, I do that. So back above that, now we have a 17-inch AAX explosion crash. Above rack 2 is another set of hi-hats. These are the AAX metal hats, they're 14s. They stay closed all the time. I got this idea from Bobby Boos, formerly of Sabian, and really like these cymbals actually for rock. Above that I have a 19-inch AAX explosion crash. I use this for riding on also sometimes, not with the tip, but like that washy, crashy ride cymbal type sound, and also a crash. And then we go over here, the ride cymbal right now. I've used this cymbal for years. It's a 20-inch AAX metal ride. I love the bell and I love the piercing of the ride cymbal. It's a really fairly dry, nice ping. It cuts through. That's why I use the 19 for the wash. Above that, I have a 14-inch B8 Pro Mini Chinese stacked on top of an 18-inch Pro. That's kind of a white noise type sound. And then I have a 18-inch Pro Chinese. I like the rawness of the cheaper cymbals when it comes to the Chinese sound. Now, this is a fairly loud gig, so I use a lot of loud cymbals on this. I have a lot of different cymbals for different setups, but this is the stuff for this gig. The microphones on the floor toms and all the toms are actually Audix D2s. You can see there. And on the snare, I have an Audix i5. And over here there's the right hi-hat. There's another microphone you see back here. That's an Audix, an AKG overhead mic. That's basically the kit that I use here at Hannah's. This is from the seating view here. You can see the snare going around. There's a flashlight laying on the snare. Sorry about that. Snare, rack 1, rack 2, floor 1, floor 2. Again, oftentimes I'll use the same setup with a Maple custom kit that I have, or I'll change out. Sometimes I'll add a few more cymbals or more percussive items depending on the song list. We play a wide variety of stuff that ranges from 80s music to newer, brand new stuff and whatnot, from Lady Gaga to Van Halen, who knows. So I try to get a pretty nice, beefy tuned kit, and I use a deeper type of tone. Snare, enough crack to cut through, but enough depth to still sound good. And of course, I can't leave out the fact that I play the Vader Fusion model drumstick. It's got my name, James Animal Harrison, there. I use nylon tips for this particular gig. I actually prefer wood tips, but for this kind of gig, I use nylon. I've been a Vader person for easily 20 years now. Best sticks in the world and the best people in the world. Of course, there's the Vader box down there with a whole rack of sticks right next to it with my name on them. Anyway, that's just a quick tour of the drum set that I use on the house gig at Hannah's. So if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks. We'll see you soon.